Hello, if you don't know me, my name is Fada and I need to hurry. I cannot yap too much. I tend to yap a lot. Today is Tuesday. It's the second day of the quarter. I have two classes today. I have linguistics and genetics. This quarter I'm taking 16 units. I'm taking linguistics, genetics, physiology, a physics lab, and I'm also getting units for my undergraduate research lab. But overall, I think this quarter it's gonna be manageable. I think it's gonna be easier than my last quarter. Besides classes, I'm in the board of 2 clubs. I can't do this and talk at the same time. I can't not. Besides clubs and classes, I am in a professional sorority, but I'm gonna be inactive this quarter because I have absolutely zero money. And I'm gonna be working, and I'm gonna try to work extra more than I usually work in a quarter. I also have volunteer work twice a week. So those are my responsibilities this quarter. Yesterday was the first day of classes, but I only had one class and it was at 8 a.m. and I was like half awake for it. I'm still need to get into the rhythm of classes again. We just had winter break and I was going to bed whenever I wanted to, and I was waking up whenever I wanted to. And I was still sleep deprived. I was still not sleeping as much as I needed. Honestly, I need to take my sleeping more serious to the age. I just left my linguistics class. Honestly, it was really interesting. And it made me think about a lot of things that was like, oh, wow. It wasn't very descriptive, but like, it made me notice that I suffered a couple prejudice that I didn't realize were prejudice, and the people that were saying those things to me probably also didn't know it was prejudice. You might have noticed I have an accent because I'm Brazilian, but also I'm a young woman. And when it comes to like language, young women are the butt of like joke about linguistics because there are a lot of linguistic ideologies that think the way young women speak is wrong and unintelligent. And a couple examples to describe what I'm talking about and what I learned in class. For example, when the stereotype of girls saying a lot of like and people correcting girls for saying like, so when you're having a conversation and you're using like a lot, everyone uses like, but the prejudice is against young women, even though people of all ages and genders use like a lot. And it's actually, my professor said that like is actually a characteristic of fluency instead of being unintelligent. And I use like a lot, and a lot of people have told me like, oh, you shouldn't use like so much, and I polish myself for not saying like. But now after this lecture, I'm gonna embrace whenever I say like, I'm gonna embrace it because it's just language and language expression, language culture, okay? Because language carries social meaning. Another thing is that a couple people try to correct my accent. Like, I embrace it. But I was at a party on Sunday. I was at a party on Sunday and I was talking to this guy and he was asking me about like Brazil and stuff, and I mentioned that I have been in California for about 6 years, and he was like, oh, it's impressive that you still cannot pronounce a th sound correctly. And then we had like a small argument. It wasn't really an argument. It was like, well, if you understand me, that's all that matters, whatever. And then he was continually repeating how he makes a th sound and trying to get me to make the same sound. I literally cannot make that sound, okay? And I was like, bro, it doesn't matter. And him thinking that the th sound has to be a certain way is like a linguistic ideology, basically. And there is variation in language, and that does not mean it's bad. It's just variation, and I literally cannot make that sound. I'm sorry, I cannot make that sound. It's just the first lecture, and I thought it was super interesting, very informative, very mind-opening. I have my genetics class, I think at 12 something. I'm just gonna stay on campus. I'm gonna try to do some homework while I'm here. Good morning, guys. Today is Wednesday. I'm really annoyed. I really wanted to take a shower because my hair is super oily, and I just did some Pilates. But then the shower water is super cold because our water heater is not working. So I'm outside because I'm gonna try to fix it. I hate old houses. Okay, I have to wait like 1 hour for the water to get hot, so I'm gonna eat breakfast. Here is my super yummalicious morning sandwich. If you're wondering what's the sandwich, it's 2 pieces of whole wheat bread, and then I have some tofu scramble and tomatoes and arugula, and then I also have ketchup and plant-based mayo. It's really, really yummy. It's my go-to breakfast. Hey, I had a section today. I didn't go to my 8 a.m. lecture, and I'm probably not gonna go again this quarter unless I have a midterm or something. This angle is not good. Okay, I think this is better. My section was good. Really quick, right after I went to the grocery to get some food, so I'm gonna drink this ginger ale. I never had this ginger ale. It's called real ginger ale, okay? Tastes like any other ginger ale I've ever had. And I'm gonna watch some YouTube. I just finished eating, but I wanted to show you my super bomb rice. This rice is good. So this is long white rice, and I have bay leaves. I don't remember if it's yellow or white onion. Honestly, they basically taste the same for me. So whatever. And I also have, salt and minced garlic. Super yums. Usually, I like to bike to class, but I don't like to bike to class, but it's faster. And I'm usually running a little bit late. But today I really wanted to walk. I might get to class 4 minutes late, but that's fine. Hello. It is many hours later. I already had my classes for today. Okay, I'll be completely honest. I'm not going to my genetics, neither my physiology class, because both of them are recorded. So why would I go to class? I know it's week one, but why would I go to class if they're recorded? I don't see a purpose to go in class if they're recorded. Like, I just do my notes so much better. When it's recorded, I can pause, I can go back, I can watch it in 2x speed. I just think it works so much better for me personally. If I don't understand something, I can Google it. My linguistics class, however, are not recorded, so I do go to my linguistics class. Honestly, my linguistics class is really interesting. It's really cool so far. And I do go to my sections. So today I had linguistics lecture and I had genetics lecture, but I didn't go to. I'm gonna watch the video later. Right now I'm getting ready because I'm gonna go watch a volleyball game with my for my sorority. I actually never watched a men's volleyball. I've been, like, in my university, I've been to the women's volleyball. They're so much fun. The girls from the team are so much fun. Like, the first one I went to, they did a dance battle with the other team. It's like they're the players and the cheerleaders, okay? Like, they're so much fun. I love the girls volleyball. But let's see how the men's volleyball is, because I haven't been to the men's volleyball yet. It's gonna be my first time. I still don't really have a rhythm for, like, classes and stuff because they barely started. And I barely have homework. I also don't even have all my sections for this week. I also am not doing clubs this week. They all start next week. There is a Brazilian club event on Saturday. I don't know if I'm going though. I want to go. Let's see if I can go. And also work and lab. Everything starts next week on week 2. So my therapy also comes back next week. And even like volunteering, I usually go to the vet clinic on Fridays, but I asked to change the days I go to the clinic because I have class on Fridays. I usually have 3 classes on Fridays and it's at the same time as my usual shifts. So I asked to change and I'm gonna start doing Monday. So next Monday, I'm gonna go in for my volunteering shift. Today's Friday. I just woke up. I actually didn't just woke up. I woke up at 7:30 and then I was just looking at the wall and then I went on my phone and then I woke up. I got out of bed and now it's like 8:20, I think. I'm gonna do my little skincare and talk to y'all for a little bit. Yesterday night I used a new moisturizer. I used the rice cream from, and I think it did a pretty good job. We'll see. I never tried this one. I usually don't change my skincare, but I felt like I needed something that was a little bit thicker for the winter for my moisturizer. I just wanted to comment how hard it is for me, like the first week of being back to my university after being at my parents' house. Because when I am at my parents' house, usually I share the room with my sister who's 1 year apart from me. And honestly, we usually go to bed and wake up at the same time. So it's like we are talking at night and then when we wake up we are talking to each other, and then I get out of bed and my mom and my dad ask for a hug, and then our dogs come running to us to get some pets, you know. So like you wake up and it's a very welcoming environment. You go to bed, it's a very welcoming environment as well, you know. Like it's my house and I love my family. We have a really good relationship, and it's just such a big jump from, you know, waking up every day, hugging your parents, talking to your siblings, petting your dogs, going to bed, saying goodnight to everyone, and then I talk to my sister for a while. Sometimes we even watch a video together, like on YouTube, and then going to bed, to coming to college, and then you wake up, you don't talk to anyone for like hours, and then you go to class. Maybe you talk to someone, maybe you see a friend, maybe one of your friends is in your class, you know. And then you go to bed and same thing, you know. It's like, okay, my good morning is looking at my homework and doing an assignment. I feel like people are so lucky when they have like a really good friend to share a room with them. I never did that because, so in freshman year I was in a quad. We had a really bad relationship with one of the girls in my quad and she ended up leaving our quad. And then I had 2 roommates. We were like a triple in a quad room, and I was like okay with them, you know, like we coexisted well. For my second year I got a house, which is the house I am in right now, and I decided to share the room with one of the girls I was living with my first year. So we did that my second year, and then our third year we're just redoing the same thing. So I'm living with the same girl from my freshman year. And yeah, I would say we were friends. I mean, we've been living together for like, we're gonna live together for 3 years. We lived together for a little more than 2. So yeah, we coexist well. I would say I would call us friends. But it's like we're like friends. We're not like, oh my gosh, she's my friend. She's like my bestie. No, we're friends, you know? Like we barely talk to each other most days, and then we talk to each other here and there. But it's not like we do things together. No, we don't do things together. We don't. You know, I love when my sister visits because then we do everything together. We cook together. We eat together. You know, we watch stuff together. Even though like I have a good amount of friends in college and I am in a lot of like organizations, it is still pretty lonely compared to like living at my house with my parents, you know. And I am a really extroverted person. I really like having interactions with people. Like if you ask me, Farah, when are you your happiest? And I'm gonna say when I'm with my loved ones. That's when I'm my happiest, you know. It can get pretty depressing the first weeks. I'm not even gonna say the first weeks. I say the first weeks because that's when he hates me the most, and I'm like, what's the point of getting out of bed, you know? But I would say it impacts me like through the whole year. I'm kind of like feeling a little bit like that in the back of my mind, but because I'm so busy, I kind of don't have time to think about, you know, or time to like feel sad. I am just like, okay, going, kind of like a robot. And that's how I feel sometimes I feel like a robot. I feel like I'm just following the routine with not much thought to it. Another thing, when I am in a, you would think that like being on winter break and stuff, you would sleep more. I actually sleep less when I'm in winter break and stuff because I'm not tracking how many hours I sleep, and I just go to bed whenever and I wake up whenever. And sometimes that means I'm getting 6 hours of sleep, 7 hours of sleep, or even less, because I get excited to get out of bed, so I just wake up when I wake up, you know. This is the cleanser I use. It's Beauty of Joseon. This is the refreshing cleanser. I always like using like a gentle cleanser on my face. So I pretty much was sleep deprived for most of the winter break, and now that I track how many hours I sleep, it's been pretty hard to wake up. I always feel like I'm not ready to wake up. Usually 8 hours is enough for me and I can just wake up. But this past days, I've been feeling like, oh, I feel like I need more sleep. And I think it's just because I was sleep deprived for a while. So today, I think I'm gonna be sleeping for like 8 hours and 30 minutes for maybe next week. The whole week, starting yesterday, because yesterday I put the alarm for 8 hours and 30 minutes, and I woke up feeling a little bit more energized. Like I woke up and I sat up instead of just being like in my bed. And I'm also having some struggle. Usually I exercise in the morning. I think I said that earlier, but I'm having a lot of difficulty doing that because it's so cold. It's so cold. And I also I feel a little I'm a little shy. Like I don't want my housemates to see me doing Pilates or yoga. So if someone is awake, I just don't do it. So it's been pretty hard to exercise because I'm shy. When I was in my bed just sitting up, I started looking at things on my phone, and then I saw a couple things. This is also Beauty of Joseon. Honestly, I don't really care about the serum. I'm just using it so I can finish it. It, like, in theory is a good serum. It's like a calming serum. It has green tea and pentanol. My skin loves pentanol. I like getting moisturizers that have pentanol, but honestly I don't really care about this one. I prefer tea tree oil for like calming serums, you know. But anyway, I digress. As I was saying, I was looking for things to do, and then I went on Shoreline because that's where my school has a lot of like school events on it, like from clubs, organizations and stuff like that. And I saw two things that were interesting to me. One of them, I saw a free Pilates class every Wednesday morning, and it's fruit. and it's first come, first served. They have space for 35 people, but 100 people are registered for that. So I would have to like wake up super early to try to get a spot. But it's every Wednesday. I saw the Pilates, free Pilates class, and then I also saw a running event that's gonna happen today. It's like a sunset running event, and it's by this club. It's called Self Improvement Club. I went on their Instagram because to look for more information, because there wasn't a lot of information on Shoreline, and they didn't even post about it on their Instagram. So I'm like, is it gonna happen? Is it not gonna happen? But they had a Discord, so then I joined the Discord. I'm gonna see if I go running today or not. I think I'm gonna have to start running at a different time anyways, because usually I run Saturday mornings right after I wake up. I think it might be too cold. The plan for today, I have a section, just one section, because the other section doesn't start until next week. So I have one section, and also one of my friends is having a birthday party, so I think I'm gonna show up to that as well. Hi guys, review of the birthday party. It was really fun. Her friends are really cool. At one point she was like, Fada, I need you to put like a Brazilian song and teach me how to dance. And another of her friends was like, oh my god, did you see the new Bruno Mars Brazilian song? And I was like, yeah, I love it, it's so great. So then they played 2 Brazilian songs. I love when they play Brazilian songs in a party. Brazilian songs are my favorite. Also, I went to their restaurant before I left. Their hand soap smells so good. Oh my goodness. Their hand soap smells so good. Overall, really cool. I actually learned something new about my friend. She was like, from Latina to Latina, teach me how to dance. And I'm like, what? You were Latina? I thought you were white. She was like, yeah, I'm Bolivian. What? Since when she's from Bolivia? But yeah. Their soap smells really good. I'm just gonna wash my face and change clothes and go to bed. Yes. And then tomorrow I have work. It's gonna be funny watching these videos tomorrow. I'm not like super drunk. I'm like okay, but like I'm pretty stable. I can do a squat with one leg. I actually did a squat with one leg while I was putting my shoes on, because her house is shoes off house, so I didn't have my shoes off. And then my friend was like, are you okay to walk home? And I was like, would I be okay if I did this? And then I squatted with one leg. Should I do it right now? Should I prove you that I'm okay? I'm literally by my door. See? Wait, I was gonna go to sleep, but then before I go to bed, I want to show you something. This is my outfit, by the way. And a girl made me a drawing of myself, okay, let me show you. It has to be a side profile. Look how cute. She made me a drawing, and that's my name right there. Father, with a smile face. And then she wasn't gonna sign it. What do you mean you make a drawing and you're not gonna sign it? And then I was like, no, I need your autograph. So she gave me her autograph with a smiley face. Look how cute. She made me a drawing of my face.